Hey everyone, how is your Memorial Day weekend going? I am enjoying my time off this weekend, and it's nice to just have time to chill out a little bit. I really took yesterday completely off. I had a friend in town last week, which is kind of what brings me to the topic of this week's web designer habit. So, I knew I was having a friend come to visit, and ahead of time, I made sure that I didn't book any client appointments at the end of the week when I knew I might need to flex my schedule. So, this week's habit of the week is to leave room in your day. Before I get going on that, let me tell you who I am. If you're just tuning in, I'm Cami McNamara. I run a one person web design agency in Seattle, Washington. I've been doing it for 24 years. You can check me out at webcami.com. But I'm also the author of a newsletter called Web Designer Habits, and you can sign up for that at webdesignerhabits.com. Each week, I send you a new habit to adopt in your business that's small, something that isn't overwhelming. And if you focus on small habits all the time, it will help you run your business better. At least that's been my experience. So, back to leaving room in your day. So, my friend Pat, I have known since, just I met him outside of high school. I knew of him in high school, but he was living in Europe at the time and he came back. He's older than me. So, he came back to town and I met him when I was 19 years old. And we have stayed close friends ever since. We attended his wedding. His wife comes up here quite a bit. He lives in San Francisco. And he's just somebody who's frequently come to visit. So before I knew exactly what our plans were going to be, I blocked out my calendar to not allow any clients to book appointments with me. I did have a couple on the calendar, but I knew that they weren't going to, they were early appointments and I knew they probably wouldn't conflict. So when Pat got to town, I was able to flex my day. And we went and picked him up at his hotel. We brought him over. We had a nice dinner. He rented a bike and rode it over to our house, which was really fun. And then on Friday, I picked him up at the place that he rented his bike in downtown Seattle, drove him back to his hotel, came back to our place. We went and had a nice lunch, and then we did a really nice walk through a local park. And I'm so happy that I made time for him because if I was just worried about work all the time, I would miss that time with my dear friend of like the last, close to 40 years. So, my habit for you to adopt this week is just to look at your upcoming schedule. We all get busier in the summer and it with things outside of work and sometimes with work as well. And I just want you to make some flexible times in your schedule. I also want you to make sure that you're leaving time open in your schedule for breaks and just not filling every single time block with something to do. So that is my habit of the week. I'm going to keep it short because it is a holiday weekend. You can also tune in to my podcast at the WebCami Podcast if you like to listen to things while you're on the go. So I hope you enjoy time off tomorrow. I hope you have a great summer. Please sign up for my newsletter at webdesignerhabits.com. If you haven't liked my channel, please do that. I'm trying to grow this on YouTube. And I also have a Facebook group for web designers. So if you're looking to connect with other web designers, just search for WebCami Cafe on Facebook. So anyway, happy Memorial Day to all of you. I hope you're enjoying time off with your family. Have a good barbecue tomorrow and have a great work week.